Very good afternoon, dear students, professors, members of the Institutional Innovation Council, and our resource person and guest speaker today, Dr. Qureshi sir. With this, I would want to welcome you all to this expert talk session. One more step towards innovation, ताकि आप लोगों को समझ में आए कि बेसिक आप लोगों ने काफ़ी अटेंड कर चुके हो, एक दो टॉक्स आप अटेंड कर चुके हो इनोवेशन के रिलेशन में, उसी में हम आगे बढ़ते और उस टॉपिक को और अच्छे से सर समझाएंगे हमें IIC की तरफ से, द इंस्टीट्यूशनल इनोवेशन काउंसिल, जो अपने फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में और एक्टिविटीज़ कंडक्ट करवा रही है। आप लोग पहले भी हमारी एक्टिविटीज़ में आ चुके हो और इसका बेसिक फंक्शन ये है कि हम चाह रहे हैं कि आप कोई आइडिया लेके आए जिसको आगे इनोवेशन की तरीके से स्टार्टअप तक हम लेके जा सकें। और नर्सिंग और ऑक्यूपेशनल थेरेपी कॉलेजेस में तो इन चीज़ों का ज़्यादा वो है क्योंकि आप किसी के अंडर एम्प्लॉयड रहेंगे। सो इसका बेसिक आइडिया ही यही है सरकार की तरफ से कि सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड स्टूडेंट्स निकल के आए। सो विद दिस वी हैव वर्कड टुवर्ड्स getting innovations in our vision mission of our university, and this is mandated by the Ministry of Education. पहले इसको इनोवेशन सेल बोलते थे, अब हमारा एक फुल फ्लेज्ड वर्किंग काउंसिल है। आपको उसके रेगुलर नोटिसेस आपके प्रिंसिपल्स फॉरवर्ड करते होंगे जो एक्टिविटीज़ हो रही है। अपन ने इनोवेशन चैलेंज पीछे रखा था और अब नेशनल साइंस डे के चलते ई पोस्टर कंपटीशन भी IIC में ऑर्गेनाइज किया है, उसमें भी आप पार्टिसिपेट करें। सो धीरे धीरे IIC का इन्फ्लुएंस बढ़ रहा है एंड थैंकफुली नाउ वी आर ऑल्सो देयर। वी आर देयर बिकॉज वी वांट टू पार्टिसिपेट इन नेशनल रैंकिंग, और आपके ही सहयोग से आगे महात्मा गांधी यूनिवर्सिटी की रैंकिंग NIRF में भी और फिर अटल रैंकिंग में भी आएगी। आप ही में से कोई है जो इस यूनिवर्सिटी को आगे लेके जाएगा। सो दिस इज़ वन स्टेप टू हेल्प यू एंड अस एज अ यूनिवर्सिटी टू मूव फॉरवर्ड ऑन नेशनल रैंकिंग्स। With this, I'll just brief you students. You already know, हम लोग कई चीज़ें जो हमें बताया गया उस हिसाब से कर रहे हैं और कई चीज़ें हम खुद से कर रहे हैं, which is self driven activities और कैलेंडर एक्टिविटीज़। तो इसमें फील्ड विजिट्स है, हमने हॉस्पिटल में भी फील्ड विजिट करवाई थी, आप में से अगर किसी ने पार्टिसिपेट किया होता उसमें, और आगे भी कराएंगे, जो फील्ड में जाके किसी प्रॉब्लम को आइडेंटिफाई कर सके, इंट्रोड्यूस ले सके पेशेंट से, नर्सिंग स्टाफ से, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव स्टाफ से। अलॉन्ग विद दिस, जैसे ये टॉक है, ऐसी और भी टॉक्स हैं जो रेगुलरली कंडक्ट होती हैं और डेज सेलिब्रेट होते हैं। जैसे अब नेशनल साइंस डे हो रहा है, इनोवेशन डे हो गया, स्टार्टअप डे हो गया, ये सब हमने सेलिब्रेट किया था। सो इसमें हम डिबेट्स, कॉम्पिटिशन्स और पोस्टर प्रेजेंटेशंस, आगे आगे हैकेथॉन्स, ये सब इंटर इंस्टीट्यूशनल और इंट्रा इंस्टीट्यूशनल लेवल पे भी करवाएंगे। हमारे IIC में कुछ एक्सपर्ट्स हैं, ज्ञान विहार यूनिवर्सिटी से भी हैं, मणिपाल यूनिवर्सिटी से भी हैं। सो इन फ्यूचर वी आर गोइंग टू हैव टाई अप विद दीज यूनिवर्सिटीज आल्सो एंड हैव कॉम्पिटिशन्स। यहाँ से टीम वहाँ जाएगी, वहाँ की टीम आई भी थी 2-3 दिन पहले, 4 दिन पहले। ज्ञान विहार से 30 स्टूडेंट्स हैड कम, 30 स्टूडेंट्स, और सब के सब एक स्टार्टअप के पॉइंट पे पहुँच चुके थे। सो इट वॉज अ वंडरफुल सेशन, और आगे भी ऐसे सेशंस जो हैं वो IIC कंडक्ट कराने के उसमें है। युक्ति पोर्टल के बारे में मैंने लास्ट टाइम भी बताया था, एक बार और आप लोगों को बता दूं। अगर आप कोई इनोवेटिव आइडिया IIC में लेके आते हैं, फाइनली उसको डायरेक्ट किया जाएगा युक्ति पोर्टल पे, जो यूनिवर्सिटी की वेबसाइट पे भी दिखेगा। सो योर इनोवेशन विल बी विजिबल ऑन आवर वेबसाइट, यूनिवर्सिटी वेबसाइट ऑल्सो एंड नेशनली ऑल्सो। सो अगर अच्छी इनोवेशन होगा तो यू विल बी लकी, यू विल गेट फंडिंग नॉट जस्ट फ्रॉम द यूनिवर्सिटी बट मे बी सम other investors somewhere might want to invest into your idea. So keep thinking, keep innovating, and with whatever guidance IIC can help you, we will try to move your ideas forward towards formation of a startup. So with these few lines, the Institutional Innovation Council has its division, और हर साल मेंबर्स, स्टूडेंट मेंबर्स ऐड होते हैं। अभी भी वॉलंटियर्स आर ओपन, अगर आपको इंटरेस्ट है इनोवेशन पे तो प्लीज़ आप हमें कांटेक्ट करिए। वी आर ओपन टू टेकिंग एनी स्टूडेंट हु इज इंटरेस्टेड इन कंडक्टिंग, हेल्पिंग और मूविंग फॉरवर्ड इन इनोवेशंस एंड स्टार्टअप। सो वी हैव अ फुल फ्लेज्ड वर्किंग काउंसिल। उसके अलावा यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर और भी सेल्स हैं जो आपको इनोवेशन के रिगार्डिंग हेल्प करेगी। जैसे हमारे पास इंटेलेक्चुअल पेटेंट राइट का एक सेल है, तो अगर कोई इनोवेटिव आइडिया आता है उसको आगे पेटेंट की तरफ कैसे लेके जाना है उसकी गाइडेंस है। उसके अलावा रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट है, जिसमें आपको सीड इंट्राम्यूरल सीड फंडिंग मिलती है अगर आपको रिसर्च करके प्रूव करना है कि आपका इनोवेशन सही है कि नहीं. So with these small steps, the institution is trying to help students and develop an ecosystem so that you are encouraged to bring out some innovative ideas and move towards innovations and startup. So with these few lines, I would want to end my little introduction towards the functioning of Institutional Innovation Council of Mahatma Gandhi University of Medical Sciences and Technology. And now I will hand it over to Mr. Shoaib to introduce our guest speaker today.
A very good afternoon to all. We are having with us Dr. Mohammad Tanveer Qureshi. He is the coordinator of EUA Center of Rajasthan University. The EUA Center is involved in promoting innovation and entrepreneurship. And Dr. Tanveer holds master degree in the biotechnology with the distinction. He has done his PhD from IIT Bombay and then postdoctoral research from the Pennsylvania State University, USA. He has taught BTech and MTech students at Center for Converging Technology, University of Rajasthan. Presently, he is actively associated with innovation fellows to develop an ecosystem of entrepreneurship at the University of Rajasthan. So now I am inviting Dr. Mohammad Tanveer Qureshi to present his views and enlighten us on innovation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pragati, and thank you, Dr. Shoaib, for the kind introduction. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to the talk on process innovation and technology readiness levels. I'm told that you have already attended a few talks and already have an idea of what an innovation and entrepreneurship is. What I'll do is I'll keep this talk at a very basic level. Okay. So as we see here, this is for data from 2014. You see innovation is everywhere, right? It's one of the most overused words. 65,000 plus on Amazon Books and 20 million plus hits on Google, right? So what does innovation mean? It describes everything from incremental improvements to revolutionary changes. We'll see how these things are. So what is innovation? In simple terms, innovation is something new that is of value, okay? Not just new, but of value. Now what is value? Value is a perceived worth, what you consider as worth. For example, you have two phones, one iPhone and maybe of another brand. Both have same specifications, same camera, same processor, other chips, same, everything is same, display, everything is same. But iPhone you will consider it is maybe worth of 1.5 lakh, and another phone you will consider as worth of only 50,000 rupees. So 1.5 lakh and 50,000. Specification is same. So why do you think iPhone is more worth? Because you attach some prestige to it. Okay, so that 1 lakh rupee difference is because you attach prestige to it. You consider that iPhone is worthy of 1.5 lakh. Okay, you will happily buy iPhone for 1.5 lakh, but you will not buy another phone for maybe even 60,000. You will buy only for 50,000. So you attach some perceived worth to it. Okay, innovation is not necessarily new. It can be a combination of already existing. For example, when iPhone was launched, camera was known, internet browser was known, telephone was known, mobile phone was known. So Steve Jobs combined these things to create a new touchscreen model that all customers all over the world, they happily bought, and it was revolutionary. So this was innovation, right? Very new product. So when you have a new product, you need to have an idea. You see, you have first an idea generation. You go and see what problem is there. For example, if you visit, if you are from nursing, if you go and visit the nursing department, you can identify what is the problem in nursing area. Next, you see, there is one problem, and you can think of several ideas that can address those problems. Then you think over it, and you develop some innovation. So I think it will be complicated, so I'll leave it. Then there is another business model innovation. This is also about how you are trying to capture the value. You are trying to how you are going to bring the money into your company. For example, if you have developed a product, how are you going to bring revenue? You can sell your product and get revenue. You can have a subscription model. For example, Netflix is there. You have to buy a monthly subscription, right? You can provide service, or you can provide a freemium. Freemium means some basic product you will give for free, and premium product you will charge fees. So innovation can be of different types. Okay. So on the y-axis you have market, and on the x-axis you have technology. When both market is existing and technology is existing, what you get is incremental innovation. For example, every year a new model of phone comes up. So that is incremental innovation. There is already technology existing for mobile phone. So in the next model, what they will do, they will improve the camera, they will improve maybe display, they will add improve the software, or they will have improved processor. So that is incremental innovation. If the market is existing, technology is new, it is disruptive innovation. So already there were rental movie stores. For example, Blockbuster was there. So Netflix came up with a new model. For example, if you ask your parents, they used to maybe take DVDs or CDs or VHS player on rent to see movies. Now Netflix came up with a different model where you can pay and you can stream movies. So movies was existing, but the technology was new. Now, if the market is new, but the technology is existing, so what you have is an architectural innovation. For example, technology of photocopying machine was there, but those machines were very huge, very huge. So new market was developed, it was shrunk, and now you have a mini photocopier that you can keep it in your office. So that is architectural innovation. Now, when the technology is new and the market is also new, that is called radical innovation. So earlier, when you used to look for information, you used to go to library. There was no other way. Now Google came up with a search engine where you can type, and instantly you will get n number of hits. So this was very good, and because there was no market existing at that point, Google created a new market, and the amount of revenue it earned made it into one of the biggest companies in the world. Okay, it started from a garage, car garage. See the power of innovation. So there is innovation is the glue between invention and investment. Okay, you can invent something, you can file a patent, get a patent, but if you don't work on it, make it a useful, value-providing thing, nobody will invest. Okay, so you have this is where the innovation comes. Innovation can convert that invention into a marketable product. For example, this is an actual patent awarded in USA in year 2000. This is called a nose pick. Okay, this is invention awarded. Okay, patent granted. How many of you will buy this? To pick your nose. How many will buy? Nobody will buy, right? It is a patent, but nobody will buy because there is no value in it. You don't consider it as valuable. If you want to pick your nose, you can use your finger, okay? Even if anybody is seeing, okay? Okay, so let's skip this. So this is the process of innovation. So first you have to generate ideas and you have to think of solutions. This is a circular process. You generate idea, generate a solution, you work on it, see if it works, it doesn't work, then think of new idea or modify it, and then keep on till you fine tune it. Then you go later to business proposition. Business proposition means what value are you providing to your customer. Only when you provide a value can the customer buy. Okay. You can create a very good product, but if the customer doesn't think that it is worth, nobody will buy. Okay. Nobody will buy. Then business feasibility we'll see, and business plan. So this is the more details. So we'll see one by one. So first we'll see ideas and solutions. So there are two things here. On the right side you have idea and then you develop a concept. Then you map the technology, then you see whether it works or not. And you keep on refining that. On the left hand side you have people, the customers. You have to understand the customer, who your customers are. For example, Tesla car. If you think Tesla car, who are the customers? Can everybody buy Tesla? No. Mercedes, can everybody buy? No. Only rich people can buy, right? Who have the money. So your customers are only rich people. Maruti 800, who are your customers? Regular people, okay, middle class, lower middle class. Will rich people buy Maruti 800? No rich people will buy. So you have to understand your customers, who are they? What perceptions? Do they perceive your product of worth owning? When you marry these two, then you will get a potential solution. This further explains. So you have to answer these questions, okay? So when you are developing an idea, you have to answer what does it do, okay? What is special about it? Is it different than any existing solution in the market? If you provide an eraser and there is also an eraser in the market, why will customers buy your eraser? If they are doing the same thing, for example, if your eraser is of 2 rupees and a competitor's eraser is of 1 rupee, they both do the same thing. Nobody will buy your 2 rupee eraser because they can buy 2 erasers with 2 rupees. So you have to show why it is valuable. Okay. Similarly, you can answer all these questions. Now you come to your customers. Okay, you have to do market research. Who are your users? What do they need? Is there an actual need? And what do they desire from your product? What experiences do they desire? For example, eraser, there are some dust-free erasers. Then there are some erasers which when you erase something, they leave a black mark. So the customers, do they need an experience that leaves a black mark, or do they need something that leaves no impression of that you have written something and then erased it? So as I said, you have to marry these two and you come out with a solution. There are two types of technology, effects of technology, push and market pull. Technology push means you have created a very good technology, and Because of that, a new market is created. So you are pushing it to the customers. Okay. Let me give an example. Consider Google searching. Okay. So it was a very good technology. So you push it. There is a technology push. You show the technology. This is my technology, and then people will come and buy. And market pull is you understand the needs of the customer. You understand the needs of the market. You see what do they need, and then you design your product based on that need. If they need an inexpensive car with high mileage, looks good, then you develop a new product that caters to those needs. Alright. For example, in Germany, Volkswagen was developed because the need was of new car. Ford model was developed because there was a need for a cheap car. And skip this. So this is what basically goes when you are developing an potential proof of concept. So you do an idea, develop an idea, design it, you do a feasibility analysis. Based on that, you develop a working prototype. We'll see what these things are. And then you get feedback from your users. So consider the example of Syntiglo. Okay, what is this? This is developed by a medical doctor, Dr. Pankaj Parashar. So he developed this. What is this? Is a point of care diagnostic device for quantitative estimation of proteins in urine. Sometimes when diseases are there, you get proteins in your urine. Normally you don't get, but in diseases you get some proteins in urine. So earlier the detection was you have to go to the lab, give sample, then they'll say that tomorrow you come and collect the result. Now in rural areas it is not possible. So what you get, you have a point of care. You just take a sample, you analyze it, and in 2 to 3 seconds you will get a result. Okay. So how did he get the idea? So he studied what is the problem. Okay. Around 317 million people in India, they suffer from proteinuria, which is protein in urine, mostly associated with pregnancy, diabetes, high blood pressure, and other kidney diseases. So he saw that there is large number of people affected by it. How did he end up thinking about this disease? Because his sister was suffering from proteinuria. So then he researched, he found that not only his sister, there are n number of people who are suffering from this disease. See, in rural areas, 150 to 200 million undiagnosed patients. So it is what it is doing. It is addressing a global unmet need. There is an unmet need. There was nothing, no product existing that could give point of care at that time. Yeah, full. So he developed it. This is the first. See, you see, this is the end result. Okay, this is the end result. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि हम लोग डिस्करेज हो जाते हैं कि हम तो ऐसा बना ही नहीं सकते, हम तो इतना हमारे कैपेसिटी नहीं है कि हम ये सब डेवलप कर सकें. तो आप देखिए कि इसकी जर्नी कैसी है. सो दिस इज द प्रूफ ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट. ओके, डेवलप्ड इन 2013. डज इट लुक लाइक एनी पॉइंट ऑफ केयर डिवाइस? है ना, नहीं दिख रहा है पॉइंट ऑफ केयर. कि आप जाओगे, बोलेगा कि कोई मेरा सैंपल रन करो, तो आप भी नहीं दोगे सैंपल, क्योंकि रिलायबिलिटी में आपको भी नहीं लगेगी. आपको लग रहा है ऐसे कुछ जुगाड़ है, राइट? So this is the starting point. This is the starting point. So my purpose is that you all can also do this. Next, this is the version 2. So there is some improvement. We'll further later on see what these things are. Now version 3, version 4. So this is continuous development now. Version 5, 6, and this is the final version now in market. Now we come to business proposition. So what we answer here is, what is our product, who are our potential customers, and why they will use our product. If nobody will use your product, then your product will fail. Very good product, nobody will buy. Okay. So there should be a demand of your product. What is demand? So there are three things: need, want, and demand. You have to convert the want into demand. For example, need is, for example, you are hungry. So your need is food, right? What is your want? You can eat a burger, you can eat chawal, you can eat pizza. These are wants. So what companies will do, they will convert your wants into demand. They will say, buy my pizza, hungry, 30 minutes delivery. So your need is food, but they don't want you to eat food at home. They want to convert it to a want, that you crave for a pizza or a burger or chow-mein, whatever. What is demand? What is demand? Demand is your willingness to buy, backed by your capability to pay. For example, how many of you want to buy a Rolls Royce or a Mercedes? Some people will say, I want to buy, or a Tesla car. Do we actually have the money to buy a Tesla car or a Rolls Royce? Right? No. Very few, maybe few people will have the money to buy a Tesla car or a Rolls Royce. So demand is willingness followed backed by the ability to pay. खरीदना भी इंटेंशन होनी चाहिए और जेब में पैसा भी होना चाहिए खर्च करने के लिए. That is demand. Okay, leave this. So you have to make a business proposition. You have to answer all these questions while you are in your journey of entrepreneurship. Most important is at the last. Okay, how does your company make money? If your company doesn't make money, you cannot survive for long. Okay, entrepreneurship is not for charity. You also have to pay your bills. So you need to find a way how your company earns money. And any customer will buy your product only when they consider that the value that they are getting from the product is at least worth the price they are spending. For example, कोई 10 रुपए की चीज़ आपने खरीदी, तो आपको ये लगता होगा कि ये चीज़ जो है ये 10 रुपए की है, तभी मैं खरीदूंगा. For example, कोई बिस्किट है, let's say हाइड एंड सीक बिस्किट है, तो आपको 2 रुपए में आप उसे खरीदोगे, 2 रुपए में मिलेगा ही नहीं. पार्ले जी खरीदोगे 2 रुपए में मिल जाएगा आपको. हाइड एंड सीक आपको मे भी 10 रुपए 20 रुपए में मिलेगा. पार्ले जी 20 रुपए में खरीदोगे आप, जो 2 रुपए वाला है नहीं खरीदोगे, क्योंकि यू डोंट कंसिडर एज वर्थ. ओके, सो एटलीस्ट वर्थ आपकी समझ में आनी चाहिए. अगर आपने पॉइंट ऑफ केयर डिवाइस बनाई है, वो अगर 10,000 रुपये की मिल रही है, तो हॉस्पिटल को लगना चाहिए कि मैं जो खरीद रहा हूँ ये 10,000 से ज़्यादा मैं इसकी वैल्यू ले सकता हूँ उससे. I'll leave this. I'll come to feasibility analysis. So you have to study. You have to study the industry. You have to study the market. अगर आपने कोई प्रोडक्ट बनाया है, कोई सर्विस देना चाहते हैं आप, तो उसकी सिचुएशन क्या है, इंडस्ट्री की सिचुएशन क्या है. अगर आपने एक डिवाइस बनाई है पॉइंट ऑफ केयर की, तो वो डायग्नोस्टिक इंडस्ट्री क्या है, मार्केट कितना है, आपका प्रोडक्ट कैसा है, और फाइनली आपकी टीम कितनी एबल है कि वो एड्रेस कर सकती है, मार्केटिंग को भी एड्रेस कर सकती है, टेक्नोलॉजिकल डेवलपमेंट को भी एड्रेस कर सकती है, फाइनेंस को भी अरेंज कर सकती है, ये सब देखना है। सो फाइनली बिजनेस प्लान है, आपने सब कुछ डेवलप कर लिया। नाउ यू हैव टू ब्रिंग इन इन्वेस्टमेंट। सो यू हैव टू प्रेजेंट योर solution to potential investors, जैसे शार्क टैंक में जाकर प्रेजेंट करते हैं। So you have to be very clear of what you are offering. This is business plan. So you have to show what is your value proposition, what value you are providing to the customer, what is your business model, how you will earn money, what is the industry, what are your competitors, how you will market this. Will you, for example, point of care device, you will go to hospitals, you will go to diagnostic labs, you will supply it to government, CSCs, how you will arrange the finance, and how you will have capable employees. So this you have to show in order to attract investment. This. Now I'll come to technology readiness levels. So what are technology readiness levels? So these are different levels. Okay, starting from very basic TRL1. This was developed by NASA long back because they wanted to see at what stage their innovation is. Can they put it in the market? Can they implement it? Or is it in still development phase? So these are TRL 1 to 9. These are the different technology readiness levels, and this is overlapping. So if you see, this is basic technology in the lower. Then you go, then you prove the concept, then you further develop, then you demonstrate the technology, then you demonstrate it in field, and finally you use it in market. Okay. This was used by NASA. You see, in 1980s, they wanted to make quite engines, jet engines. They make very big noise. So they wanted to make quite engines. So they started working on it. They developed few prototypes. They tested it in TRL 4 and 5. They tested it for acoustics, which is sound. Then they scaled it TRL 6. You see how many years it takes. This is for very big project. Okay, need not take so much time for all projects. Now you are TRL 6. You developed it, then you validate it in TRL 7. So you validate it, and then finally you get a very quiet engine. It's still under development. It will be always under development. So this is another viewpoint. So your idea are like school children. Okay, first they will go to KG, then they will go to different grades, first grade, second grade, then finally they will pass 12th grade. Like that, TRL levels, your technology will travel through the same path, grade 1, grade 2, 9, like that. Then they will be industry capable. You see on the left side, it is academia, like this university. So your product, you can develop it in academia till TRL 4. On the right side, you have industry, because they have the capability to test. In the middle part, you need collaboration with the industry. You have come up with a nursing solution, but you have a limit to which you can go. After that, you need collaboration with the industry. For example, here the industry is hospital. You need to collaborate with the hospital to actually test your nursing solution on real patients. And this collaboration area is also the valley of death, where most of the innovations they die. All startups they mostly die here because they cannot take it further. So this is the technology readiness levels. So TRL 0 is idea, 1 is your basic research, you have seen something. TRL 2, for example, we consider the earlier example of Dr. Parashar's point of care device for proteinuria. So he did some basic research. He observed that you can detect protein using colorimetry, for example. Beer-Lambert law, you can see. Then you have developed a concept. We'll see further. Okay. So we come to applied research. So you have shown a proof of concept. Proof of concept, you have shown that you can actually detect protein in a lab using a basic setup. So this is your proof of concept. This is your proof of concept. Very rudimentary. But you can demonstrate that your idea works. Now you go to a small scale prototype in a laboratory environment. Small scale prototype. So this is small scale prototype you have developed. थोड़ा बहुत जुगाड़ किया, लेकर आए, आपने लगाया, एक प्रोटोटाइप बनाया, वर्किंग है. Everything works fine, then you move it, develop a large scale prototype. Still it is under controlled environment, like this. On the top you can put a cuvette or a test tube with your sample and you can take readings. Now tested in intended actual environment where you will use, like this. Then demonstration. In operational environment you have to demonstrate that it works, like this. So you send it to hospitals or maybe diagnostic labs and you say, please test our point of care device and see whether you get comparable results to your already established methods, protocols. Then TRL, you have a commercial model, but you still have some nagging issues. You are trying to solve that. So you get this. You have attached a printer now. You can get a reading on the printer, which you can give to the patient, keep a copy in hospital. Then full commercial launch. You have solved all problems and you have a product that you can launch. Okay. So starting from very rudimentary proof of concept, you have reached a device that you can sell it in market and people are ready to buy that. Okay. So I hope with this brief talk I was able to explain to you how you can also innovate, how you can also develop a solution by observing the problems around you. You can go to your different labs, you can visit your hospital and see what problem is this which you can solve. Any stream. It could be outside of your nursing, outside of your other department. You can see whether you can solve that. For example, I'm not showing it here. So you have breast cancer disease. So you treat it, and if you cannot treat it, and if you have a fear that it can spread to others, then you have to surgically remove the part. Okay. Now that is traumatic for women. So there is a startup funded by BIRAC which developed prosthetic that you can use it for women who undergo mastectomy. So And it is also like either you can have it as an implant or you can have it as a brassiere that the affected women can wear. So you have seen a problem on patients and you come up with a solution that you can address. Likewise, you can visit hospital or you can visit your surroundings and see what problems exist and whether you can provide a solution to that. And then using all these principles, you can develop a viable solution to that. So I wish you good luck, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.
ये भी यही रेटिंग है या ये सिर्फ इनोवेशंस को?
मोस्टली तो ये प्रोडक्ट के लिए ही है, हाँ, लेकिन सॉफ्टवेयर के लिए भी लेवल रहते हैं,
वो अलग रेटिंग है।
हाँ, उनमें थोड़ा क्राइटेरिया अलग रहेगा।
और अगर इनोवेशन इज रिलेटेड टू सर्विस, सम न्यू सर्विस प्रोविजन, जैसे नर्सिंग में है कोई नर्सिंग रिलेटेड, इट्स अ सर्विस बेसिकली, तो उससे रिलेटेड कोई नया आइडिया आता है मान लें, तो वो इसी चीज़ में आएगा या वो भी वो उसकी रेटिंग अलग है, उसके मेथड
उसका अलग रहेगा, उसका अलग रहेगा।
सर्विस बेस्ड। इसमें सर पेटेंट अपन किस स्टेज पे जा सकते हैं या जाना चाहिए?
पैटर्न तो सबसे पहले होता है जब आपके पास यहाँ पर आया ना, बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट आपने ऑब्जर्व किया ऊपर TRL2, TRL1, TRL2, यहाँ पर आपने ऑब्जर्व किया।
प्रोटोटाइप डेवलप करने से
पहले
आप तो वो डिजाइन पेटेंट में आप अप्लाई करेंगे या प्रोडक्ट आइडिया?
नहीं, पेटेंट एक तो प्रोडक्ट पेटेंट होता है और एक होता है प्रोसेस पेटेंट।
अच्छा,
मतलब प्रोडक्ट
आइडिया पे TRL2 पे मतलब आइडिया में ही है?
आइडिया में नहीं होगा, आइडिया को पेटेंट में मिलता है।
मैंने
आपको डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करना पड़ेगा कि ये काम कर रहा है, ओके, तभी पेटेंट मिलता है।
प्रोटोटाइप के बाद ही होगा?
नहीं, प्रोटोटाइप तो क्या है, आप टेस्ट कर रहे हो उसको, ये लैब में है।
थ्योरेटिकल जब आप उसको प्रूव करें, दैट इज प्रोसेस।
डिजाइनिंग स्टेज है ना, पेपर पे डिजाइन उसका वो करके पूरा
थ्योरेटिकली आप
फॉर एग्जांपल
प्रैक्टिकली आपने नहीं किया, थ्योरेटिकली आप ऐसा सोच रहे हो कि ये इस तरह से ही चलेगा।
फॉर एग्जांपल प्रोटीन वगैरह, देयर इज प्रोटीन इन यूरिन, ओके, नाउ यू हैव डेवलप्ड ए protocol that can detect protein very fast, very easily, okay. This, so earlier you have thought of an idea that I can develop a very efficient protein detection protocol. Now it is an idea, it is not patentable. Now you have developed some reagents that you can add it to your sample, it will give some color or it will give some reading. Now you can use it in your spectrophotometer and you can see that this much is the level of protein comparable to existing kits. You have demonstrated in your lab. Now you can patent it. You can patent it. You have not developed a proof of concept yet, but you have demonstrated in your lab that it works.
थैंक यू सर, आपने बहुत सिंपल तरीके में देखी थी आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन में, कितनी सिंपल तरीके से आपने, आई एम श्योर एंड आई एम होपिंग कि बच्चों को कुछ तो इसमें से समझ में आया होगा, कोई स्टेप कुछ इनोवेशन के रिगार्डिंग। तो ये ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई XYZ हो रहा है, या अपने इंस्टीट्यूशन में भी हो रहा है। अपने सर्जरी डिपार्टमेंट से ऑलरेडी एक इनोवेशन इस पॉइंट पे पहुंचा है और डेंटल से भी पहुंचा है। तो प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफिकेशन फर्स्ट स्टेप है, उसके लिए हम आप लोगों को गो टू योर प्रैक्टिकल क्लासेस। हॉस्पिटल पोस्टिंग होती है आप लोगों की, तो आप प्रैक्टिकली कुछ कर रहे होंगे ना, उसमें कुछ पेशेंट से इंटरेक्ट हो रहा होगा, कुछ तो आप फर्स्ट हैंड एक्सपीरियंस कर सकते हो कि यार ये सही नहीं है, इतना टाइम लग जाता है, पेशेंट को इतनी परेशानी होती है, देयर इज़ नो रिकॉर्ड, देयर इज़ नो मेथड। वहाँ से प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफिकेशन स्टार्ट होता है। तो हमारे डिपार्टमेंट में सर ऐसा है कि मैं प्रोस्टेट डिपार्टमेंट से हूँ, जो मिसिंग टीथ एंड ओरल स्ट्रक्चर्स को रिप्लेस करता है। जैसे आपने वो एग्जांपल दिया, वो प्रोस्थेटिक डिवाइस ही है। तो जैसे सर्जरी में इस एरिया को कैंसर से हटा दिया जाता है, वो सब चीज़ों का रिहेबिलिटेशन किस हद तक हमारे डिपार्टमेंट में होता है। तो ENT से भी कई बार पेशेंट्स रेफर होते हैं जो इस एरिया को कान हट जाता है तो उसको कोई इम्प्रेशन चाहिए होता है, वो ग्राफ लगाते हैं। तो हमारे पास पेशेंट्स भेजते थे वो, और मैंने अपने ही रेजिडेंट्स को बोला उसका इम्प्रेशन लेना पड़ता है, नाप लेना पड़ता है इस एरिया का। सो आई आस्क माई फर्स्ट ईयर रेजिडेंट्स कि आप मिक्स करो, हमारा मटेरियल होता है और आप इसका इम्प्रेशन लो। तो मैंने देखा वो फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट्स हैं, उन लोगों को कुछ 1.5 घंटा लग गया, पेशेंट 1.5 घंटा बैठा रहा उस एरिया का इम्प्रेशन लेने के लिए, क्योंकि कोई टेक्निक तो है पर साधन नहीं है जिससे इम्प्रेशन लिया जाए। मुंह का तो है, अपने पास ट्रेस आती है मार्केट में अवेलेबल होती है, वो आप मुंह में लगाओ और इम्प्रेशन हो जाता है, बट इस एरिया का नहीं है। दैट इज़ व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग दैट नो देयर शुड बी समथिंग, स्मॉल कानों के लिए ये, बड़े कानों के लिए ये, मीडियम कान के लिए। तो हमने क्या किया, प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफाई करी रेजिडेंट्स में और मैंने। तो ये प्रॉब्लम ही थी क्योंकि वो एक छोटी सी वैक्स शीट को घुमाते थे, 1.5 घंटा लग जाता था, उसमें भी वो डिफॉर्म हो रहा था, जो चाहिए था वो नहीं हो पा रहा था। फिर हमने उसका छोटा बहुत रिसर्च करा, इन द सेंस ऐसा कुछ अवेलेबल है क्या मार्केट में, तो नहीं है। खूब ढूंढा, खूब पूछा, जो हमारे सर्जन्स हैं और प्रोस्टोडोंटिस्ट हैं, बड़े बड़े टाटा मेमोरियल हॉस्पिटल्स में लगे हुए हैं, उनसे पूछा, तो जैसे नहीं हम आर्बिट्रली कर लेते हैं, बाकी अभी तो डिजिटल टेक्निक्स आ गई हैं। सो वी थॉट डिजिटल तो सब कोई अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता, लेट्स ट्राई, मे बी एजुकेशन लेवल पे ही काम आ जाए, इसको आगे काम किया जा सकता है। फिर हमने अराउंड 150 पेशेंट्स के कानों के मेजरमेंट्स लिए, उनको डिवाइड किया स्मॉल, मीडियम, लार्ज में, एंड देन वी डेवलप दैट कॉन्सेप्ट कि वी कैन मेक अ प्लास्टिक डिवाइस जिसको जस्ट वहाँ पे फटाफट रखो, साइज़ के हिसाब से मटेरियल मिक्स करो, प्लेस करो और 15 मिनट में आपका इम्प्रेशन हो जाए। अब ये जो डिवाइस है ये तो मैं जाके किसी टेक्नीशियन को बोलूँ तो वो बना देगा और बन भी रहा है, लेकिन ये जो प्रॉब्लम है ये तो जो फील्ड पे काम कर रहे हैं उन लोगों को पता चलेगी। दैट इज़ वेयर यू कैन कम इन टू द पिक्चर। जब आप पेशेंट से इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हो और अपनी पोस्टिंग्स में जो फील्ड में आप काम कर रहे हो उसमें फर्स्ट हैंड प्रॉब्लम को आप आइडेंटिफाई करो, फिर उसको आगे कैसे लेके जाना है उसके लिए हम सब बैठे हैं यहाँ पे आपकी हेल्प करने के लिए। सो विद दिस आई होप that you have understood some part of it and you are motivated to look forward to identify problem and come up with innovations. So thank you sir so much.